It says business presentation by me. I'm Mallory. I'm going to discuss what a buyer does, their key responsibilities, their competition, and the ups and downs of a buyer. So this is a job within a business, and it's just a tiny part of the fashion industry. And it's one of the fashion industry is like one of the most powerful marketing corporations in the world. And there's a lot of power and money within this business. So what does a buyer do? A retail buyer. So they pick out merchandise, they develop product assortments, they increase market share in business to help the business grow, and you have to keep up with current trends. So they pretty much, you pick like a store you want to buy for, say like Nordstrom or TJ Maxx or something. You go to like trade shows and like fashion shows, and you pick what trends in clothing will succeed in any kind of store, clothing store. Market share allows companies to achieve a greater scale in its operations and improves profitability, which means it is total sales earned by a specific company. So the more sales, the more money. Also, that's just picking out like clothes that you're going to sell is the main, like the most difficult part of the job. So buyers need to focus on price, quality, availability, reliability when choosing merchandise, and buyers have to have a lot of communication with negotiators. Management and sales planning is the main part. You have to work as a team. So yeah, like knockoffs. I'm an employer for TJ Maxx, and we're just like we get knockoffs. So like we get like Michael Kors, Coach, like all those designer brands, but we sell them for like $30 off of what it would really be or whatever. So globalization provides clothing companies with new ways to cut costs and expand their business markets. So that's why they open Ross and TJ Maxx, and I think those are the main ones that I go to. Yeah, GDP is very important in the business. So, like I said, if there's the high name brand Coach manufactures stores or shoes in England, for instance, that is getting product out or in around, and that's why buyers travel. So this is what I want to do. So I would travel to many countries, like trade shows, fashion shows, and I would pick out all of the main brands that I think would do well in our country or whatever. There's a lot of competition. Fashion industry is go, 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 like it's always on the go. So it's an example of a free market, meaning you have freedom to choose what you're going to sell in the stores. Like I said, they visit trade shows, showrooms for ideas. A ton of supply all the time in many stores. Demand is very high in this industry. And the more demand for items, the more supplies is being produced. Like, no matter what you wear, shoes, purses, anything, there's always a new demand for it. And you question if people are going to wear what you pick out, so that's like, you have to have, the product has to appeal to you, and so that's what we look for. Well, that's what I would look for. So that's an example of peer competition. And these are some terms out of the book that I'm incorporating. Product differentiation helps buyers look out for how they can find the newest, biggest, and better quality of clothing. And these are just some facts. So a buyer makes between $20,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on like how advanced you are in the business. So I need to get my bachelor's degree in business. I could have gone to like California or something to an actual fashion institution, but I didn't really want to go that far away. So my plan is to intern at like Nordstrom and work my way up to becoming a buyer. And I've always wanted to do creativity involving fashion, so that's what I do. And they also have So I found this nonprofit thing online. I was just researching, and it's called National Association of Retail Buyers. It's a national membership organization that is dedicated to strengthening and developing the careers and education of the members. And it was founded in 2009 by two people, Andrew Bucamp and Angela Dalby. They created this to help all buyers come together and generate ideas and keep making the business successful. So some nonprofits play in with the retail buyers. And there's ups and downs of the business. Just the main key is you have to know what people want to wear and stuff. And it's up to the buyer what will sell, and if they're displaying out of style clothing, then your company that you're working for will make no profit. If you're ordering a package of clothing from a brand, you have to make sure it's delivered on time, and you have to make sure there's correct amount of quantities, or else you're paying for something that you might have lost. And that can cost the company money and your job as well. Buyers fail when warehouses and store racks are left with unwanted inventory, which has to be sold off to clearance. So this makes your company lose money too. Like at TJ Maxx, we have a ton of clearance that just didn't sell in the bigger stores because they were too much money. So we put a lot of stuff on clearance. So that's pretty much what a retail buyer does. And yeah.